unpopular opinion, but Mission Impossible is my favorite spy franchise of all time. I know James Bond's cool, but I like Mission Impossible the most. Well, James Bond has good entries a lot. There are, like, a good, maybe 10 movies I can't name because of how forgettable they are. But there, or maybe even 15, there are a lot of, there's so many James Bond movies that a lot of them are quite forgettable. Mission Impossible has 6 movies. None of them are solid, but there are 4 solid movies in my opinion, 2 meh movies. But let's count down all 6 Mission Impossible movies, and we will start right off with number 6. Mission Impossible 2 is kind of not that good. It isn't bad. In fact, I think that it's a really dull movie for the first act, but then I really like, it's very over the top. The third act is so over the top and fun. It's a guilty pleasure. It's a very guilty pleasure movie. It's one of the perfect examples of a turn your brain off movie, because for one hand, you don't really care about the plot. The plot is super boring. On the other hand, it has some really fun action in it. So I highly think that this movie is fun, but it's not that good. Mission Impossible 3 is the dullest of the franchise, in my opinion. While it is at number 5, it just is the dullest and has the lamest plot. I did like the way that they do concentrate, I like the way that they have Ethan's relationship with his wife, but we get barely of any Luther in this movie or anything like that. So it does feel more like an Ethan Hunt spin-off movie, and Luther's in it. It's not bad, but it's definitely the dullest of the franchise and most forgettable. One movie that I feel like gets too much hate was Mission Impossible, the first one. I know a lot of people don't really like this movie. I personally really think this is a fun spy movie. I think it has everything that I like about spy movies. It's just kind of a fun little spy movie, just a fun little espionage spy movie. Doesn't have a very well-constructed plot, but I like Ethan Hunt, I like Luther, and I like the team in this movie, the team that's only in this movie. So I think it's a pretty solid movie. Ghost Protocol is completely awesome. It is one of the best action movies I've ever seen. It has one of the best action scenes I've ever seen. While it does slow down a bit too much at the second act, it is a very fun film that I really enjoy. This one is going to be number 2 or 1. A lot of people say it's 3 for me, because I like number 2 and 1 more than I like this one. But I still do think this is a very good movie, miles better than the first Mission Impossible. So yeah, Ghost Protocol is really good. Proof that these Mission Impossible movies get better and better and better, because I really liked Rogue Nation. I'm sorry, I really liked Rogue Nation. I thought it was such a fun, good movie where you have just such a good plot. It just take the original Mission Impossible, take Ghost Protocol, and combine them, and then you have what is a great film that I rewatch over and over and over again. And of course, the best film in the franchise, the number 1, was the newest Mission Impossible Fallout. While the first act, for me, it probably would have been my 4th favorite Mission Impossible movie for the first act. Towards the end of that first act, it just completely switches for me, and I dug the whole rest of this movie. It was just such a well-constructed movie, and everything I want a Mission Impossible movie to be. I keep seeing people say that they didn't see Rogue Nation or Ghost Protocol. See Rogue Nation and Ghost Protocol before you see Fallout, just saying. And I think this is a very good movie with a very good cast. Henry Cavill is great. The mustache was awesome because he wouldn't have been intimidating. I thought that Tom Cruise kills it in this movie. The stunts are great. Fallout is the best Mission Impossible movie. That's my opinion. So what is your guys' ranking of all 6 Mission Impossible films? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe because I like doing ranking videos. I do them every single time a new film into a franchise comes out and I end up seeing it. Next ranking video will be in quite some time. But I will be doing more movie reviews over the next week. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot, but I will. I'm going to talk about Christopher Robin next week, which I am hyped 4, and I'm going to be talking about the Meg the week after. So there's a good amount of movies coming out in August, a lot less than there were in July and June. But, yeah, I'm going to be talking about some more movies. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.